Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and wonderful food items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.
Do you want to turn it down?
I turned down my mix a little trap. Thank you. Oh, but too much. You've gone too much now. That's
man.
better. Lovely.
You were on about me never being happy there, and then...
I said one comment.
Yeah, but one with too many, if you ask me. Look, I'm getting vexed now because I'm in an uncomfortable position.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not like physically, like I'm quite comfortable here like this.
Turn me down a small bit more. Thanks.
Okay. One comment is all he made.
It does too.
I'm in an uncomfortable position right now. I'm not in the box room.
No.
Right? I'm also in the scene of a crime that we'll get back to later on in the show, okay? We'll go back to it very quick. Where we are now, ladies and gentlemen, is Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre, upstairs in the Tremendous Event Hub.
In the nightclub.
It's called a Tremendous Event Hub.
Right.
There's so many tremendous events that go on in Anderson's. This is the main... I don't know why I bother, Ray.
I'm listening.
With you.
I'm just getting comfortable.
Listen, first of all, happy Holy Communion to you. I don't know why these are hanging here above us.
For a very good reason. Ava's first Holy Communion.
Oh, and she had a great day.
And that happened on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was here when she landed.
And you stole her balloons.
No, well, obviously she left the balloons behind because she didn't care at that point.
No, she had 3 balloons, right? And Ray burst one of them in front of her and stole the other 2.
Which you're not seeing the actual true nature of what the balloonage was at this party.
Go on.
She came in with a balloon, I can honestly say it was 6 foot by 6 foot. Right? It was on a chain.
A square balloon.
Yeah.
She was like 2 pool tables beside each other.
It was unbelievable.
Right.
But she was the first one in the door. So I was taking down some cables, right? And trying to figure out why there was a big bottle of baby oil left in one of the speakers. We'll get to that in a minute.
I'll get to that because I know why.
Oh, good, because I have to talk about that as well. We both have baby oil stories.
Okay.
So she landed in the door. She was the first one out of the whole family to come up into the Tremendous Event Hub, where she was having her communion dinner.
Right.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And she walked straight towards me.
Okay.
And I went, whoa, what's going on here? So she's wearing the wee, the
dressilla.
The communion dress.
A communion dress.
And she went straight up and said, hi.
Yeah.
And I said,
I'll have a chicken burger and...
and I says, hello.
Right.
She goes, I just made my first communion.
Oh, what did you say?
I can tell by the 6 foot by 6 foot balloon that says Ava's first Holy Communion.
And I didn't think you got married, Ava, if I'm being honest. It's only one reason, there's 2 reasons to wear the white dress, like.
Yeah, and I said, I
don't think it's legal, Ava, that you should be married.
But what do you say to someone who says, I just made my first Holy Communion?
You say congratulations, and you say what my auntie said to me.
Did you get
Patricia,
the Holy Spirit up inside you? No.
She says to me, do you feel howlier?
Oh, yeah, I didn't say that.
I had to lie and say, yeah, I do feel howlier. I said, I'll tell you, my wallet feels heavier.
Yes.
Is all. Because that's why kids get their Holy Communion.
Yeah.
There was a comedian here last week, right, by the name of Eric Lawler, and he interviewed a heap of kids a couple of years ago, and he told them they're cancelling the Holy Communion now in the confirmation. They're not doing it anymore. And they were all saying, well, it's a disgrace, like, because I want my money. You know what I mean? That's what kids think it is, you know?
Yeah, it was about sweets as well in my time.
Oh, sweets was the big one in your time.
You get a big bag of sweets off the priest when you made your first Holy Communion.
The priest would give you the sweets?
Oh, yeah, he'd give you like the plastic bags, the kind of the red and purpley ones. It was one of them and it was just stuffed to the brim of sweets.
Right.
I don't know, was it silencing people? I don't know what it was doing.
Didn't the priest used to give you sweets every week?
No, that was the only time I ever got sweets off Canning Curry.
Okay, just to let you know, that's all true and above board.
Yeah.
No.
But what she did, I have to tell you what she said.
Oh, go on, tell me what she said.
I stumbled and I went, oh, that's great, fair play to you.
Yeah.
And she's like, what did she say? She said, it was my first time having the bread of Christ.
Right.
I was going, right.
Okay.
You're really believing this.
And did you not say, and did you feel howlier when you got the bread of Christ abroad in you?
Well, I should have said that, but I also thought to myself after, so I should have said, and how do you feel about eating someone else's body?
Jesus Christ.
But I didn't say that, but I thought that would have been good crack.
Are you good with kids?
No.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
No, as I said, they're like farts. I'll only like my own. Yeah, that's.
And how many have you? No, come here anyway. Listen to me. We're in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre upstairs, right?
Yes.
So fair play to them. The reason we're here is Kendy is going to the chapel and he's going to get married next week.
Yes.
You're worried about the COVID abroad that might be abroad in you. Do you know what I mean? You're just worried you might have the COVID.
And I have good reason to be worried.
Yeah, because someone belonging to you might have the COVID.
Someone belonging to me, I can confirm. Now, I have to be very careful about this.
Yeah.
Because you have to be respectful of people's medical situations and whatnot. But someone very close to me has the COVID.
Yeah, has the COVID. But you're like being very careful. You're like a mother who already has 6 kids and like doesn't want to believe that she's pregnant again. You took 42 antigen tests.
It's such a money racket. Yeah. They're €8 a pop, and I can't stop taking them.
Oh man,
do I have the COVID now? Do I have the COVID now?
But you have tested negative over and over again.
Oh yes,
like you don't have COVID.
Since the person close to me. Very close to me.
Very, very close.
Close to me.
Not Laura, by the way.
No, it's not Laura.
Yeah.
No, me and Laura are kind of in the same boat because this person is very close to both us.
Very close.
Very close. After this last few days, I feel really, really close to the story of Anne Frank. You know, that whole being trapped in a room and...
Oh, you've been harbouring and isolated. You think that'll happen?
Sometimes imagine if you had an Anne Frank in the house.
That's what I'm saying. But can you imagine, like, if this COVID thing gets any worse, like, and Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are sending guys down around the town, like... Are you harbouring a COVID?
Yeah.
Are you harbouring a COVID?
No, there's nobody here of that
There's no one
name.
here with COVID. The only here is... You know what I mean?
Run!
No, like that scene. That scene. You know the scene from Glorious Bastards?
Yeah.
You know the opening scene?
Sorry. Where you're sitting in the kitchen. And
Yeah.
like going, you wouldn't have anyone with COVID.
And then
here, would you?
you're sitting there.
Sweating.
And then he goes, okay, just for this, I got to switch to Irish.
Yes. On will end COVID individual upstairs.
And we'll end in on show. COVID.
That's COVID.
No, then you go,
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
Tashi, under the floor words, whatever that is in Irish.
Ta on dinner. Who's some style?
Yeah. And then all they do is start shooting vaccines up the stairs. He goes, okay, we're going to switch back to English now, and then I go pretend to walk out. And then 40 doctors come in the place and they start jabbing the bollocks out of everyone.
Out of the place. Anyway.
We're very good innovatively, Raymond, at thinking of stuff like that.
Very good. And I'm glad that
the
we
kind of
haven't-
stuff I wish I could thought about on a panel show.
Yeah. I'm glad that we haven't given away who Anne Frank might have been. I think we're really well in this podcast today.
You think she's still hiding?
Oh, she's definitely going to be there till Wednesday anyway. But we're not saying who it is.
Nah, why would we?
Because we couldn't. For data protection purposes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know it's illegal now to call someone out that they have COVID.
Absolutely.
And you know what it's actually, what it's punishable by?
What?
You get 36 years. You get 36 years in a South American prison if you say he has COVID.
That was an industrial class beep there now. To beep that out. Because we're not going to be giving away the person who has COVID.
Absolutely, we are not saying who has COVID.
It's enough of a scare for me to go, I don't feel comfortable with you getting married down the line.
Now, we have said, like, we have a Savage box room at home. It ain't that big. So you said, let's get a bit of distance between us. Just in case. And let's get Kendy down the aisle.
Let's get something as close to a cave as we can find it.
Yeah, a gorgeous hub of a cave, though.
Beautiful cave.
Oh my God, what a gorgeous cave we're in, Raymond.
Hello.
No.
This episode is going to sound way different to all the rest.
Oh, it's going to sound super different, but sure, look, it is what it is. We've been recording in Anderson's before. Just last time we had to deal with the fans that were outside the door.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, can I grab my phone for a sec, because I forgot it?
And would you do me a favour as well?
Yeah.
While you're going there, you tip away there now, and you get your phone.
Yeah.
You go and I'll talk.
Yeah, but I was going to say yeah to you all the
You
time.
don't need to say yeah. I know you're going to hear me. While you're getting your phone, will you also get your little drink there, will you?
Get the cocktails.
The lovely people at the Blind Tiger Cocktail Club, Sligo and Ireland's finest cocktail purveyors, have sent us down a couple of cocktails. And
they only sent us only one here in my hands.
No, there's two old favourites. I have a woo woo.
Oh, you got a woo.
And you have a Mai Tai, which is kind of our favourites now, and it gives me all the heartburn.
Yeah, I mean, they're really thinking, aren't they, lately, you know?
Yeah.
They're kind of running out of ideas, if I'm being honest. They're sending us the same ones all the time.
I have to say as well that on Saturday night, and I know this is abject advertising here now, but I might as well. I was very hungry.
Yeah.
Right? You know what you do when you're hungry?
Oh, like, you got to eat, man. But sometimes you don't want to cook for yourself, Ray. That's what I find.
Sometimes you just got to cow some guy.
Yeah, and you got to cow some guy.
I cow some guy.
You cow some guy abroad in Camille.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cow some guy. It's that meal that I had before. That was really tasty.
And like, how easy is it to get it as well?
You just cow some guy.
You just cow some guy and he comes down and he sorts the whole thing out. You know they're putting in a tindy.
A tindy?
A tindy going in there. A tindy going indie this week.
What? Tindy's Indian, isn't it?
Tindy indie, yeah.
Indian tindy.
Yeah, and tindy going in the place where Camille is.
They're going to be like a food court if they keep going.
Honest to God, man, it'll be like Knock Airport inside that place. Anyway, I'm going to drink into my Mai Tai and then let's get into some business, Ray. If it's okay with you, could we get into some business?
I'd be up for some business at this point of a Monday.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
It is very nice.
It always gets me a bit jazzed up, like whatever. Now, okay, I'm going to go a long-winded way around where I want to end up, Ray.
Fair enough.
Right, I'm going to take the bypass.
I'm going to try and improvise on things you say and try and be funny in the meantime.
Like what I do with your stories every week.
Pretty much the thing I can't do with your stories. So I'm going to try and... it's becoming very apparent that you're really good at... If I tell you a story, you're really good at reacting to it. Whereas when you tell me a story, all I say is, yeah.
No, well, I always say that. I know we shouldn't be... This is like behind the scenes VH1 job.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like Kurt Cobain and you're like Davy Grohl. So we always say a dynamic is... I always say when I come stories with you, Ray... my stories are shit with their...
I don't think it's your story.
No, I think it is, man. I hate when you put yourself down like that, man. You are a gorgeous, powerful man, okay?
Thank you.
And don't put yourself down like that. It's not that. I think I've shite stories. But let me try and hit you with one,
See how you get on.
Let's see how we both get on here.
Yeah.
Everyone at home, judge now. Judge this next section. Is this a shite Kendy story or is Ray shite at reacting to it?
So we're going to actually leave this in and let them be the judge of it?
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we normally take your stories out.
No, because this isn't even a story. Like, yeah, we do always take me stories out, though. Anyway, I got to show you something, right? So, long-winded way around it. Kendy's going to get married to Nicola Owens, right? Soon.
Yeah.
Right? Apparently. Anyway,
Delighted you're talking about this now.
We're going to go to the stag this Thursday.
Woohoo,
We're
stag.
going to get out of it. We're going to get fiddled with by hooers. That's the one thing I don't know, because I know Derek is organising it. I told him, I don't want to know anything about it, Derek.
Oh, I wanted to tell you something.
No, but you can't tell me anything. I don't want to know about it. I said, don't even tell me how many strippers there's going to be. Don't tell me how many hooers there's going to be. Don't tell me where I'm going to have to put it.
None.
That's what you know what I
We're
mean?
not going to tell you anything.
No, and that's where the excitement is. I mean, that's the glory of a stag, like, is that you don't know who you're going to be
You're
putting
going to
in.
be so disappointed.
You don't know who's going to be pulling out of it.
Right, go on.
Do you know what I mean? You don't know who's going to be tugging at it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a stag.
Oh, like the time a friend of mine who I almost mentioned his name there. I can't even tell the story.
Oh, come on. No, will you stop now?
Okay,
Come
for the
on.
purpose of this podcast.
Call him what?
No,
Walter?
imagine if someone wore... I can't.
Call him Aloysius.
No, I can't, because if someone wore a
Why,
skirt...
because his name is Aloysius.
If someone wore a dress, we'll say out to a stag.
I hate... My biggest fear. I said to Derek, couple of rules. I don't care how many hooers, how many strippers there are. I said, don't put me in a dress or a stupid outfit and don't tie me to a midget.
Oh, you're going to be so disappointed.
That was my two biggest rules.
You're going to be in a stupid outfit tied to a midget. You are.
There's nothing worse than...
I think the stupid... that's the stupid outfit is the thing I'm looking forward to the most. I know what it is.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe...
This is out on Thursday.
I'm not fucking playing up right now.
As people are hearing this will have happened.
I'll be wearing it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying this for the purposes of comedy.
To.
That is so stupid.
No,
Ray.
it's not.
The one thing I said to Derek, was don't put me in something stupid and don't tie me to a midget. Don't put me in something stupid, man. It's not. Yeah. It's my worst nightmare.
Yeah, but you're already staying in a hostel, so.
Another one of my worst nightmares. Do you know what he said to me?
What?
He rang me last day. He said, I'm going to have to get someone to bring you down. You can't drive yourself down. I was like, why? Like, a stag can't drive a car now all of a sudden.
I also questioned this.
Yeah, I thought that was so stupid.
Why do you want him? Actually, I can bring him down. He said, no, I need him down early.
Yeah, that's where Brendan comes in.
Because he wants to get you drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very annoying that I can't drive myself on my own time.
Yeah, kid it out.
He said, look, if I can't get you like a lift down, you can get the bus down. And I was like... You're telling me, for my stag, which is supposed to be the best 2 nights crack in my life, I'm staying in a hostel now to get a bus.
But you know, a bus to Galway from Sligo is a bus around the greater sites.
Knock Airport for one.
Of Mayo. You go through all the places.
Yeah, it's like stopping now in Killala.
Stopping now in Ballyhaunis.
At Ballyhaunis Junction and Ballyhaunis outskirt.
Headford West.
Yeah, next stop is Cork City. What? Like, how did we end up in this?
I actually, funny enough, I looked to see could I get a bus to Knock.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to go to England at the weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of the COVID, you could go.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to get a bus. I'll get the bus.
Yeah.
And it's 3.5 hours from Sligo to Knock.
Are you stopping by fucking London?
You have to go via... Oh, wait, no. It wasn't
you have to go
Knock
to Belfast and then get...
Sorry. The old pair said they picked me up in Swinford. And I thought to myself, how long does it take to get from Sligo to Swinford?
Yeah.
And then, you know the way sometimes you can click on the public transport?
Yeah.
So on the public transport just enthralled me. It was 3.5 hours.
Jesus.
So I clicked on it and you have to go to Ballina on a bus from Sligo, and then you change in Ballina and you get a bus from Ballina to Swinford.
But that doesn't take 3.5 hours.
It takes 3.5 hours.
Ray, hang on a second. Is this a bus or is it a pilgrimage?
It's a good place. Like, what do you call the thing out in Spain where you're crossing the what, Brendan? The El Camino.
What? El Camino? Who?
El Camino, a friend of Al Pacino.
Camino, you know
yeah.
Mr. Camino.
Yeah, it's basically where you walk somewhere.
I was
For
that is-
Jesus.
walking for Jesus. They used to do that in Castlereagh. They used to walk to Knock every year.
Did they?
Yeah, I was always curtains closed.
A bit like when the Residents Association come looking at you to cut the lawn.
My curtains are closed a lot.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Any participation in the
Anyone
world.
at all. Isn't it funny? Like,
We've gone very off topic. What are we talking about?
oh, so I'm going to get married, right?
Yeah, so
And
you-
I'm going to fiddle with by Hoovers. Anyway, when the marriage is over, we're doing a mini moon.
What do you mean when the marriage is over?
Sorry, we're going to get divorced next day. No, what I mean is when the wedding day is
When
over.
the celebrations are over.
You think that was like a Freudian slip? Isn't that what they call it?
That's sometimes what I'd rather not call it that.
Why? But that's what they say, isn't it? That you Freudian slip,
Yeah.
you say something. Anyway, when the wedding day is over, not the
Yes.
marriage, we're going to go to Lanzarote then on a mini moon before
Yeah.
we go on our big fucking honeymoon next year.
Acapulco.
You know what I mean? At whatever you call it, El Camino. We're going to go there. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So we are going to Lanzarote.
Right.
Right? Just a couple of days away, just to recharge the batteries, Raymond, and enjoy our time together as husband and Kendy.
And only a few hours away from an active volcano.
Kendy and wife, I meant to say.
Yeah.
And only a few. Anyway, we picked Lanzarote, and I wish we picked Tenerife. And
Oh.
I did not learn that until now.
Okay.
Now,
I don't know anything about either of them.
okay, one of them is gorgeous, and the other one is gorgeous. They're actually great islands to be. Have you never been to either of them?
No, I wouldn't be one for the Canaries at all.
You wouldn't go over. You wouldn't have a canary.
I
over
just
there.
haven't been to the Canaries.
They're unbelievable. You know, like it's Spain.
Have you been to the Canaries?
Yeah, I've been there loads of times.
Have you?
You know the way it's Spain, right?
Well, apparently it's not. It's Africa.
It's not. It's Africa.
It's
You're dead right.
It's Africa.
It is right down beside Africa.
It's not Spain. It's islands. It's a bit like how Falklands is in the United Kingdom. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
that's
in
the thing.
Argentina.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you should go over and tell them that. Start a fucking riot. Anyway, it's not Spain, it's Africa. It is a gorgeous place. I should have went to Tenerife, and this is why. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago, perhaps even months, I was telling you that there's a place in Sligo where you can go and get a massage.
Oh.
And they might sort you out afterwards. You come out with a big old happy head.
It was more
two
than
happy heads.
It was more than a couple of weeks. It was a long time.
Sweet jeez.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's probably a good while ago,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, friend of mine was in Tenerife, Raymond. Right. There is a place in Tenerife called Eden Massage. And I can't believe they didn't call it Eden BRs. Right? Okay, first of all.
Right.
It says, when massage becomes love.
Ah.
They have 3 tiers of
Right.
massages and then different things
Okay.
in those tiers.
Okay.
Tier 1
Dear one.
is called a light erotic load.
What?
Right? This is true as the God above, right?
Right,
If you
okay.
believe in him. For 80 quid, you can get a soapy express massage. 30 minutes is all it takes. I think that's too long anyway, straight off the bat.
A soapy express
Soapy
massage.
express massage. That means you go in, gone, out the door. You wouldn't even know the load's out here. Right?
What does that? What is a soapy express massage? Like, I mean, did the soapy? What? Who does
They
what?
soap it up.
Is
Right?
there multiple people involved here?
One person soaps you up, right? 30 minutes, it's express, man. It's like the X51 to Dublin Airport.
Well,
or
see,
whatever
all
the
I'm picturing here is the car wash there down on Pierce
What,
Road.
that they roll you that little yoke?
So-
Excuse me, run down really quick, and then you're gone again. They roll in this little bed, and then it's like, quick.
But if it was like a machine, that they just put you through it on a little.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
get to some machines in a
Oh,
while.
okay.
Because you think, oh, that's funny, Kendy. You know, they call it express soapy, right? That's what I'm saying. This is only tier 1, Ray. The next thing in tier 1 is a tantric massage. I don't know. You can do it for 2 hours. I mean, fuck me, man.
It's where they're teasing the shite out of you for 2 hours.
Man, you'd be as dry as Gandhi's flip-flop
They give
for
you a little
finish.
rub and then they leave you settle
The
for a
whole
minute.
And then there's a foot fetish one. That's $240. If you wanna
240 euro?
Yeah, if you want to leave the foot above in them.
Why? Why is it so expensive
that's
to
the
get the
thing.
foot fetish
The
one?
foot one is such a weird one because I think that it's almost like supply and demand to a certain extent because they know that people who are into foot stuff are like in the minority, but then the people who deliver on the foot stuff are also in the minority. So the weirder your quirk is, the more expensive it is. If your quirk is, I want 2 women to pick me nose for that while I rip the head off it, then that might be $5,000. But people could be into that, Ray, is all I'm saying.
Right.
So that's where the foot
That'd be
thing-
double penetration, wouldn't it? That would be that. If there's 2 girls picking your nose at the same time, that's definitely double
TP.
penetration. Yeah.
Fuck's sake!
Of your nostrils.
Ah, that's very good. The next one is body to body, and there's a lingerie massage as well. They're all tier 1.
I had another question about the foot fetish.
Oh, go on.
Why would it be 240 euros? You think
Yeah.
everybody be into doing foot fetishes like?
But no,
As in
I'm
the
not.
given the foot fetish.
Why?
Because it's just, they're going to see you're ticklish. People are weird about their feet.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be into that foot stuff at all, man.
Okay.
My boots are made for walking, Raymond.
Right, carry on. That's all tier 1.
As
So
Bono
you're
once
telling
said.
me that's not the tier 1, 2, and
That's
3.
only no. That's tier 1, man. The second is called a medium erotic load, right? And in this one, you can get the same again, the Eden Special.
Is it
and
really
then that's
called
the Eden VR
load?
Special. Yeah, it's called load. I'll put the picture up.
But would they not have called it a second? What was it?
Medium erotic load.
Why didn't they call it a medium erotic experience or something like that?
Because
Why are they mentioning load?
Ray, if you'll pardon the pun, why beat around the bush?
Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Something you wouldn't be doing anyway.
You know what I mean, man? Don't be baiting around it. The Eden Special, the double erotic massage, right? I don't know what, I think they rip you off twice. And this is the best one. A prostatic massage without sex toy is in commas, is in little whatever you call them. A prosthetic massage.
Is that somewhere if you have an amputation and they'll give that a massage?
Wait. You could stump away, man. I don't know.
Right.
Right?
Trying to make sense of this now.
300 quid for 2 hours.
Jesus.
Man, you'd be as wide as a port tunnel.
Both lanes.
Honestly. Fucking coming in and coming out.
Both bores of the port tunnel.
Right? And then you can do a bonded sensation massage. That's 240.
That's where they tie you up.
Yeah, they tie
Yeah.
you up, man, and they kick the head of you, man. Because there's some boys that are into that. They love to standing on the ball. Oh, they're dirty perverts.
Right.
Some of them love that, like, will you kick the sack of me? That's what they be saying to them. Honestly, oh, Jesus, bait the sack off me, will you, man? Hand treat me toward them.
Tie me to a wall and kick the sack of me.
I want you to fucking kick the sack of me and then rob me house.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Right? So that's all the medium. Now we're going high erotic load. Right?
And just to interject.
Sorry, come on. Please.
You're annoyed that you're going to Lanzarote and not the island that has this
Yeah, that's what I'm annoyed that we booked it already.
for your mini moon.
Yeah, for the mini moon.
Would you?
I want to say to Nicola, you relax by the pool. I'm going to get fiddled to within an inch of my life, lovey.
Right.
That's-
Would she be happy with that? I suppose not once she's got the ring on the finger and she's happy and
But
everything's illegal.
Do you know what I mean? She can't back out then after that, Ray. I have her tied up. No more than the bandage massage erotic.
True. Right. What's the third? What's the top tier?
This is the high load, right? And all massages in the high erotic load include an erotic shower or in a jacuzzi bath. Sure, for the hot tub alone, Ray, wouldn't you go?
Yeah, I
Do you know
suppose.
what I mean? The first one is a delicious mutual massage. Now, what do you think that is?
That's where you have to do half the work.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it seems so.
Right? So
They're
while
paying that's
Hey,
shite.
man, while you're getting ripped off, you have to be ripping as well, man. You have to start double-clicking some mice. And I don't know if I'd be into that, like, do you know what I mean? Because that's called a mutual one. That's where she's going, is that nice? And then you say, well, is that nice?
That's cheating.
We're both having, yeah, that I draw the line there, Ray. I would have got any other of the massages, but I would be a married man, and that is not right.
Okay.
Okay, I would never do that to Nicola. That's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Now,
And
this
would you do
is
it to Nicola outside of the Eden, your arse?
No, the eating your ass erotic massage parlour.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying, Ray. Any Bjor that, like, in the massage parlour, these are professional masseuses, right? And if they want to have a look and have a go, and I want to give them 240 quid, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not kissing them. I'm not touching them, Ray.
What else happens up in the top tier?
It gets worse.
Right.
Do you remember the prosthetic massage I was telling you about?
That I still don't understand.
This is a prostatic massage, Ray. 2 hours is 400 quid, but this is with a sex toy, right? Mm-hmm. So, man, they stuff you like a bear in a toy factory. Right? Man, they fill you up. Right?
Brendan? It's to do with your prostate, not prosthetic. Oh!
Yeah. Did you seriously?
Now, Brendan, thank you very much for clarifying that.
but
You've
Ray,
been calling it a prosthetic.
No, I've been calling it prostatic.
Oh,
Someone's
I've
gonna
never
listen back
heard
now.
of prosthetic before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, sorry.
Did you think that someone was shoving a fake leg above in you?
No, I thought someone was massaging a fake leg. I thought you're lying there with your amputated leg above in the bed and someone's rubbing the shit out of her for 2 hours. No?
But how would you feel acting from that?
You'd feel nothing, but you'd be enjoying watching it or
That
something.
is
I
the
don't know.
best, miss. That is unbelievable. You'd put up a fake leg and go, oh, jeez, that feels lovely. Oh, will you just get into the grin in the back? Oh, Jesus, that's lovely. You're an idiot, man. A prostatic massage, man, is where they'll go above in you. They get above inside in you.
And you'd pay for this.
You pay for it. And this one is with a sex toy, man.
Oh, no.
Man, they'd be 9 inches deep, man. They'd be nearly digging a grave above inside in you.
No.
And that one is 400 quid for 2 hours.
And just to confirm, you wanted to go there as opposed to Lanzarote.
Ray, I want nothing above me.
Right.
Right? I want to go for one of those normal, the light load. I take a light load, Ray,
The
if it was
soapy
me.
one.
And there's another one. There's a jacuzzi foam massage as well. That's where you get in, they foam you up in the jacuzzi. Now, this one, they don't even say what this one is. I mean, but it speaks for itself. The explosive massage.
Right.
That's one of the highest tiers they have, Ray. They
Shove something up inside and you detonate it.
Man, they reckon they... That's where they shove a
Honestly, you're
C4
sitting
up
there
your
on your own
arse.
in the room and next thing you're beeping. Or you're ticking. And then, oh, this is
It's
fun.
huge in the Middle East, that one. Oh,
No, that's for done.
Ray.
Thank you very much for listening
No.
to Kendy and Raybo podcast. It's been a lovely 3.5
I
years.
go get sick now.
Best luck to
honestly.
everybody.
I go get sick. That's the explosive massage, Ray. I mean, you can do, you know what I mean? They reckon they have to redecorate every time they finish that one anyway. So, the last one is a wild massage, and that's where there's 2 masseuses separately. So that's where one of them could be coming from below and one of them could be coming from above, Ray. You wouldn't know what was happening. They call that a stereo massage. Left and right job, man. They're coming in. And then the last one is a fancy massage, and there's no price on it.
That sounds very much like something like the Unbelievables come up with. You know, the deluxe extravaganza
The deluxe
package.
extravaganza
Yeah,
massage.
yeah, you wouldn't know what it's in that one.
So the fancy massage, there's no price, and it says you have to consult. So whatever you're into.
It's quote.
So
It's quote
yeah,
only.
quote only.
Click here for a quote. What
Yeah.
do you want done to you?
So what if you could if you were, what would you like? Do you know what I mean?
What?
Like what kind of massage would you ask for a quote on? What's your biggest fantasy?
Jesus, no, that's a good one.
Ray wants 3 of them to come in as civil servants. and
How would
Brendan just said to
No,
rapid
no.
my cleats.
How much would it cost for you just to sit here and watch Star Trek with me for an hour? I'll let you pick the episode. Just how much?
Oh man. If I was doing it, like, I think I'd make them massage just my butt cheeks, but for about 48 hours straight.
So you want to be there?
Well, I'm just annoyed that I didn't go and have. At least have a look, Ray.
Can you get a boat?
50 cents said it.
Is there a day
window
trip?
shopper?
Is there a day trip from Lanzarote to?
Oh
Tenerife?
yeah, you could probably fly between the islands.
Yeah.
And like, look, I mean, I'm there for 5 days.
Would it be something you'd like for your wedding? Because we haven't got your present yet.
Oh my God, would you actually do? That is so thoughtful.
One
would
condition.
You? Oh man.
Did you bring Nicola?
What?
I'd like you to bring Nicola.
Yeah, but imagine the eye contact where she's just watching it happen to me.
What about you watching
She's
it
sitting
happen to
outside.
her?
She's sitting outside, and I'm like a child on the teacups, right? She's like a mother waiting for me.
What about you?
And she's waving at me every time I go by. Oh yeah.
And telling the girls what you like.
Yeah. He's very good though now. He loves this, like, so he does. What did you say there a second ago?
I said, how would you feel then if it was Nicola that went to it and she got that?
You
service?
stupid, ignorant, good.
What?
But why would, she's my wife, you prick.
So what? But she gets to have fun too.
We're married, you bollocks.
So what? I don't understand the difference here.
What do you mean?
As in,
Explain it.
I'm trying to explain it. So
Okay.
she goes in and she gets the deluxe
You
extravaganza.
shut up, you ignorant bastard. Stop saying that.
Two young lads just tearing away at it there
Shut.
now.
That is Ray, we are fucking married. Like, the
Celebrating
sanctity.
yeah.
You don't believe in the sanctity of marriage then all of a sudden?
I'm very confused as to how it works.
Well, what do you mean then? What, like, boil it down.
And boy, that's
Okay.
So you're saying that you wanted to do it?
It'd be class. I'd love it.
Yeah, but what
I'd
about
love that,
Nicola
man.
doing it?
Shut the...
It's very like.
Do you not get the
Okay, I get
sanctity
it,
of
I
what
get it,
marriage is,
I
man,
get it,
you prick?
It's disrespectful.
Obviously,
I'm sorry.
marriage means nothing to you. There's
Oh,
a respect
I
involved.
need to learn more about it.
Jesus Christ, Ray. Not ready at all. Anyway, that was my crack. And you know
I
what
think
mean?
people are going to enjoy that story.
Oh, maybe. Oh, judge now. Did Ray make the crack out of it, or is Kendy a wonderful story?
It was all you in the crack.
Fair play to the two of us, Ray.
Yeah,
Have you had that you wanted to get to in the meantime
Well, I
as well?
suppose it's linked.
Oh, okay.
There was a marvellous comedy festival here in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre all week.
Some of the nights were brilliant.
Some of the nights were very good.
Yeah.
It was organised by our sensei Brendan Tierney.
Yeah. Unbelievable
And
job, by the way.
He
Genuinely.
did very well now. He
Really.
announced it. He announced the festival, I think, 3 days before the festival started.
Yeah.
And then the festival was a roaring success.
Yeah.
So it's clear that this 12 months of advertising crack, waste time.
Waste of time.
Yeah. Just tell
would
people
say-
it's on the show.
Yeah, if you build it.
Yeah,
you know
they'll
what I mean?
come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's what they said about the massage parlour.
anyway. Sorry, it's very good. That's very good. Anyway, yeah, so I started last Monday night and there was Fred Cook on the Monday night and Julie J. Tuesday night then there was
Class night Monday.
Eric Lawler and Emma Dorn, I think.
Class night Tuesday.
And then the Wednesday night then there was the Crack Addicts. They were
Class
very good.
night Wednesday.
And the Thursday night then there was the Kendy and Raybo podcast. I haven't got a clue panel quiz.
Yep.
And then Friday night, Colin Murphy and John Cleary.
Class night Friday.
Yeah, and then
unbelievable night.
That
Friday.
was it then.
Yeah, that was it.
But I was doing a bit of sound at some of the other nights that you're talking about.
So we're bypassing. Okay, cool.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to be self-deprecating, right? So people go, oh, Kendy, don't be so self-deprecating, right? Shut your mouth for a sec.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. I froze on the night. Right. Based on what I didn't realise was going to be a problem, which is 7 people on the stage at once trying to talk.
Okay.
Completely underestimated the power that has at Carnage.
Can we please reflect on one of my most favourite moments of the whole thing? It was around basically where Brendan was given an answer to a question. Yeah. And we had to come up with the wrong answer, wrong question.
Yeah. So it's a quick wit thing. Yeah, how quick are the bites?
So yeah, it started from Shane, went to you, went to John, and then went on to Terry, and then on to me. The word that Brendan gave me was Today FM. Yeah. And what would you have said to that?
I would have said the place where Kendy Raybo will never get a job.
Yeah, that would have been that would be kind of true. That would have been true as well.
That's true though.
Can you actually, with time now, think of something that's wrong?
Okay, I'll tell you what's wrong. The place where Kendy Raybo are destined to end up. That's like a Kendy Raybo are never going to get a job because the two Jotties are better than them. But so are Dermot and David. Obviously, everyone's better than them, and the panel show is shite. So I know what you're saying. Go on anyway.
Anyway, basically, my answer to this was, what's my favourite radio station?
Yeah, and everyone just went, really good try, Ray.
It brought me back to days in school when I used to fail at sport. I was terrible at it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
At that point, Laura got up and walked out. She was too ashamed to stay.
I know, but the thing is, there was so much pressure on those questions anyway that obviously people were just going to fuck
them. We were giving them in advance.
Yeah, but I didn't read them.
No, because we were flat out setting up for the shagging thing.
I know. The one thing, if you're a hit podcast out there, like we evidently are.
Aren't.
No. Ray, we are some of the biggest podcasters I know. And
we're not even in the top 200 anymore.
The odd week we creep into it, Ray, okay? We creep into it the odd week, okay?
With you.
Anyway, if you're a hit podcast and then you want to do your own hit podcast panel show, don't do the audio and sound and video yourself.
No.
Don't do that yourself because then you won't prep for the fucking show.
Yeah, but we got through it.
We got through it somehow.
Can you please explain to me why all week while we were here doing the gigs, there was a massive bottle of baby oil in a really suspicious black plastic bag sitting on top of the speaker stack?
I don't want to hang no people out.
Well, don't.
Okay.
But I
find that very hard.
Well, for the purpose of this podcast.
Okay, for the purpose of this podcast, I'm going to call this woman Assumpta.
Assumpta.
Right? So Assumpta came to me and said, I have something for you. Right?
Okay.
We brought, what do we call them, mascots to the panel show.
That's right.
And my mascot was a picture of me with my family in 2019, which just so happened to be Brendan's family with my head photoshopped on it.
It was very funny.
You brought a trumpet.
I did.
Great crack.
It was a shit mascot.
A woman in the crowd said, I want you to give this as a mascot. A full bottle of baby oil.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you want me to do with it? And she was like, think of something funny. I was like, nothing I can think of that funny, right, that doesn't involve the baby oil and me getting something up my keister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't think I'm going to use this as a mascot. And I left it down by the side.
And it stayed there.
Yeah. And then she rang me 2 days later and said, come here, where's my baby oil? Which makes me think, hang on, she's getting something up her keister.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And she needs it back now.
Wait till you hear the rest of what happened to the baby oil. So I was here taking...
Who got lathered up?
I was here taking the gear down on Sunday, right? Now,
my motto is... I'm so sorry, Ray. This is like what happened in the panel show. I just want to get this out of the way. My motto is, if you need baby oil to be opening it, you shouldn't be riding it.
Right. Okay.
You were here Saturday, sorry.
I was here Sunday just tidying up,
do
you know? And I, again, noticed the baby oil sitting on top of the speaker stack. So I said to myself, it's enough shame to let that go to waste, do you know? So I said to myself, I'd bring it home for the crack. You know, get the jokes out of it.
And where is she now?
So I landed home.
Where is Laura?
I landed home the Sunday evening, and Laura was in the kitchen, you know, doing kitchen-y things.
Yeah.
You know?
And she was slipping around the place like Tom Cruise in that film.
No.
Go take those old records off the shelf. She's sliding in, man, in a white shirt, man.
And I said...
She saw the baby oil and she said, get that idea straight out your head.
She said, you're not bringing that into this house.
And
I said, why? And she said, Do you not realise that we have, a COVID situation on our hands? Do you know, and you're bringing in a bottle of baby oil that God knows who's been touching all week. That was our first issue.
Right, okay. I got that pure wrong. I thought you were saying, I don't care who you think you are, Ray.
No, this is the next
or how
thing
small
then.
it is.
So then she said, but really, why did you bring that on? I said, I don't know, you know.
Were you?
And she said, have you any idea the damage that does to the bed sheets? And I said, Laura, how would you know how damage it does to bed sheets?
I thought you were going to, a fucking rib ahead. I'm about to explode.
I said, you could always get an old sheet of polythene or something and put it down, and you could protect the whole bedroom. Do you know?
But what did you...
But this gets back to your place, your Eden spot. You're talking about massages.
Yeah.
That's what the be at is, the old baby oil.
I know, but
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is, you brought that home to Laura,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you must have had some kind of Mexican standoff to do.
That's what happened.
She must have had some kind where she was like, what do you think you're going to do with that?
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't know.
Yeah, but
What? And then she was like, well, you're not going to use it because it's messy. And you were like, well, how do you know it's fucking messy?
Yeah, that's one of the rare times.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I said, how would you? And she's like, I just know.
Okay, well, you know what I mean? Are we going to... No. That must have been some Mexican standoff.
It was.
A Mexican slip-off.
You Mexican slip
A
off.
Mexican slip-in. I'd say you skipped home, you know what I mean? The bottle under your arm.
I said, I thought we were being thrifty. There was a free bottle of baby oil going. I wasn't going to let it go to waste.
But I mean, I don't know. You're brazen enough to go, well...
Let's get up them stairs fair lively. Do you know?
Oh.
That might have happened.
Ray, she'll kill you for talking like this, by the way. She was like, excuse me, but I got to save myself for marriage, is what she really said. Because
She
that
did.
woman is an angel, Ray.
She is an angel.
Okay? No, I said it. Now you're a prick and I'm a nice fella.
Very good.
Is there anything else you want to get onto?
Oh, let me see now. Have you much else?
No, just the fact that we're obviously going to this stag and you've been scaring the shit out of me.
It's not that scary.
No, because you've been telling me all this rubbish that I'm going to have to dress up as what? Like a fucking, I don't know.
You don't have to dress up as anything. You're just going to be dressed in a certain fashion.
But
What would be your worst nightmare in a certain fashion now?
standing out.
All right.
I don't want to be walking down the street in a like a dress or like
No, you won't be walking
a chicken
down-
costume.
no.
You know me and Derek. I can't remember which way it went between the two of us, but we promised each other or something that if one of us died, right, that the other one would wear a chicken costume to the funeral.
That's a nice promise.
Do you know what I mean? So that even though everyone's like, you could be bawling and crying, but
Yeah.
you're wearing a fucking chicken outfit, like. It's ridiculous.
At least we'll all understand
Do you
it
know
when
what I
it
mean?
happens.
I think that's
Yeah.
a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You're not going to be wearing a chicken outfit.
Okay, no, but
No.
I prefer that than a dress.
Well, you're not going to wear a dress either.
Especially if we're wearing a short dress, man. My
What do you
beans
think-
would be hanging out. I had a cauliflower bean bag.
What do you think that Derek has planned for you?
No. Look away. Turn around, because I don't want to break. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes, and I'm going to close my eyes, okay? Because I
Okay.
don't want to see a reaction. So I'm going to say this, okay? And then we're going to break for 5 seconds, Ray, and then we're going to move on to another conversation. And there's going to be no reaction, okay?
Why is this now? Why?
Because I don't want to get it right and then see it in your eyes that I was right.
What's your eyes? Why are my eyes closed and so?
Oh, yeah.
Why do I have my eyes closed?
Ray, show your eyes when you're talking to me, okay?
Go on.
Show your eyes.
Right, so you're not looking at me now.
Okay, Ray, you need to change your face expression after 5 seconds and pretend nothing happens.
How am I going to change my facial expression? That's going to be difficult.
The only thing I can think of in this world that is worse than a dress or a chicken outfit
Yeah.
is if he makes me walk around in a Manchester United kit. Okay, now don't say anything, but if I find out that that's true, I'm not going.
So that's the worst thing. So anything other than that would be better.
That is anything other than that, Ray.
That's-
I would go around in Borat's mankini.
So there you go then. So Derek has got full clearance for everything.
Okay, I've never been so nervous.
I've
Do you know what the
never
worst thing
realised-
is?
Yeah, what?
If I wear a Man United outfit,
Short and socks and everything.
somebody in Galway out of it is going to run up to me and go, Sue!
Ooh, yeah.
And someone sent us a video of that, actually.
Was it
someone,
a Tig?
Yeah, Tig sent us a video of
Yeah.
that. Tagged us in a load of fans doing it outside and going, class. Yeah,
I
that's
now see
brilliant.
what you're talking about.
And also, Raymond, even though it's going to wreck continuation if we have to go looking for it. Do you remember who that gentleman was who told me all about my car and what's wrong
Connor.
or right with it? Connor! And we want to shout out Connor while we're at it because he said to me, Kendy, I'm a mechanic, my father's a mechanic, his father was a mechanic and his mother was a mechanic, right?
Very close.
And he said, I've never ever heard of a water filter in a car before.
Yeah.
I said, well, I obviously meant a water pump, Connor. I'm not that stupid. Obviously, there isn't a water filter. I'm not trying to get fresh fucking spring water out of my car. So that's why. But he said he knows a Polish fella as well.
He does.
Everyone in Ireland has a Polish fella who'll do everything for them.
I have one last thing to round off this podcast.
Okay, go on,
131.
Yeah.
It is a riddle.
Oh, hit me.
Yeah, a little riddle for you.
Go on.
You might have heard it before, and if you have, tell me.
Okay.
Okay. You're a little farmer, we'll say.
Oh, lovely. Have I got a little tractor?
You've a little boat because your land is on a little island.
Okay.
Okay, and you've three things.
Okay.
You have a fox, you have a rabbit,
I like them.
and you have a head of cabbage.
Okay.
Now, your job is you have to get the three items over to your island.
Yeah.
And you can only bring one item with you in the boat.
Yeah.
At for any one of the journeys. So can you figure out how you're going to get the fox, the cabbage, and the rabbit over? Go on there.
I've heard of something like this before.
Right.
Now, my track record on the Kendy Raybo podcast with solving any of this stuff is quite poor.
Yeah, and I have to give the shout out to Fargo. It's a show on Netflix, and this was on it, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, Fargo's a good show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So the idea is you can't bring the fox, you can't leave the rabbit with the cabbage.
No, and you can't leave the fox to the rabbit.
You can't leave the fox with the rabbit.
Yeah.
So what you would do first is you would bring the rabbit over.
That's fine, yeah.
Fuck.
Come on now. You're a smart young fella.
You'd bring the rabbit over.
Right.
And then you bring it back and you'd have a good think about it this time.
So you've rowed over with the rabbit.
And you brought it back.
And you brought it back and just didn't even think for yourself.
Just to make sure I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. It's a dry run, effectively.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And obviously you left the fox with the cabbage because you think that's safe enough.
Well,
as long as he's not a vegan.
Yeah, he can't be a vegan fox. You can't leave the fox
so
with
it's not
cabbage
a vegan fox.
if it is a vegan fox.
Right, okay.
But so you bring the fox over first.
Mighty.
No, you don't. But you wouldn't do that. And then you bring it back then, Rain. You have a think about it.
No, you can't do that because then your cabbage is gone.
No, I did. I brought it back though as well. You bring the cabbage, but you don't though.
Okay, so you
bring the rabbit over first.
Right.
I'm back to the bring the rabbit over again.
Well, no. Why are you doing return journeys with these things?
What?
The point is to get the three items over to the island. Okay?
How much diesel have I?
It's a rowboat. It's only fucking 10 metres, like what you call that little island there down Doherty Park.
Okay. But have a listen to me though.
I'm listening.
I would bring the fox and the cabbage over.
You can't bring two items at once.
I know, and then I bring one of them back.
No,
so just listen to me for a second.
They won't all fit in the boat.
But will you give me a minute though, just to figure this out, like, okay?
Give me a minute.
Okay? So just take it easy, man, because you're getting iffy about
I'm
this now.
not getting iffy.
So what I would do if it was me, I have tried to bring all three of them over at first. No,
and that didn't work.
I'd go over on my own.
But again, you've left the fox and the rabbit. The rabbit.
I know, but I can't think with the fox and the rabbit ask me when are they going. So I go over myself first. I go, just fucking let me think for a second, will you?
For a minute, lads.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Right now, you're both the fox and the rabbit in this situation, okay?
Right, so stop for a second now. You've had your think.
Okay, explain it to me again.
Okay. Okay. So you're sitting there as a fox, like a not a vegan fox.
No, a non-vegan fox.
A rabbit and a head of cabbage.
Yeah.
And you have a boat that can only carry one at a time. What item do you bring over first? And will you please leave it there this time? So, bring the fucking rabbit.
I'm bringing the rabbit.
Right. And leave the rabbit on the island.
Yeah, the rabbit is there.
The rabbit is now on the island.
Now. And then I can only bring one thing though, can't I?
Yeah, so what do you leave just leave the rabbit there.
Because
the rabbit is safe.
But either one of those listen to me now.
Right.
Then I would bring
you're going to come back.
And then I come I bring the rabbit over.
Yeah,
and then I come back.
Yeah. Without the rabbit.
Without the rabbit. And then I get the cabbage.
Okay.
And I bring the cabbage over.
Yes.
And then I bring the rabbit back.
Yes.
And then I bring the fox over.
Yes.
And then I bring the rabbit over.
Yes.
And then I be the best fucking farmer. I got that in like 20 seconds, man.
That was quick. Should we get edited? Like, yeah, I'll just cut it from. I'll ask you, and then you're just going to give me the answer. And we're going to cut all that shite out in the middle where you were going off on your own little soliloquies.
Oh, Ray, that's fuck. I'm so glad I got there for a finish.
Can I just ask, because this is episode 131.
Yeah.
Are we recording next week? Because next week is your wedding week.
This is the thing. Hopefully, we will find time to record next week. And
just a Monday.
Out. Yeah, it'll probably be Monday again, to be honest.
We're going to go Sunday if you want to.
I don't know. We're going to have to work all that out.
But we'll do a pre-wedding
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do a pre-wedding show.
Right, okay.
We might podcast at the wedding.
Oh,
Nicola would be delighted with that. We should definitely
but you know,
do
there's
that.
actually the wedding podcast will be going out the day of the wedding.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
I'll be married as people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big day for you. I'm awful excited. For a minute there, I thought I wouldn't be able to go.
Why?
Because we had Anne Frank in the house.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
I thought Ad Frank wouldn't be able to go either for a while, man. I was panicking as
It'll
well.
be nice to have Anne at the wedding.
Listen, Ray, before we go,
Yeah.
obviously fair play to where we are right now.
Oh,
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and the Blind Tiger
Yeah.
Wonderful Fruit Drinks for bringing the fruit drinks over to us.
Yeah.
Thanks to Brendan for switching the camera out of us.
Yeah.
And thanks to all of you for listening. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.